Welcome to the Western Kansas Wildlife Travel Center, right here in my hometown of Oakley, Kansas. We're the front door of Western Kansas, located on three main highways, I-70, US 83, and US 40. And all those roads lead to history, beautiful scenery, and adventure, no matter which direction you go. We now have an IHOP. That brand that you've trusted up and down the road in all your travels is staffed with local folks, real people, just like you and me, and we're waiting on you to join us. So for fun, adventure, fuel up, fuel your body, and let's have some fun. Welcome to Around Kansas. I'm Deb Goodrich. And what do you think of that new theme song? I love it. And I want to give a big shout out to Jesse Friesen, the very talented Jesse Friesen, who composed that music, and to our dear friend Nick Apt, who illustrated it with his videography. Isn't that something? Well, I love it when the mail comes, folks. And I hesitate to hold these up because the color changes when I do. See? Isn't that weird? So, True West, the new issue of True West, a great story from Candy Moulton about the explorer Fremont and what an incredible figure he is, and so many ties to Kansas, so many great stories of Fremont and Kansas. Another great story by my friend Steve Friesen. Steve is retired now, but he was the director of the Buffalo Bill Museum and Grave in Golden, Colorado, one of my favorite places. And Steve is just incredible. He's so knowledgeable. And Stuart Rosebrook's got a great article, and just so many good things in True West. And of course you get Bob Bowes Bell and his artwork. Hey, the new issue of Wagon Tracks is here too. This is the publication for the Santa Fe Trail Association. And this one, see that gorgeous art? That is actually a piece called Leaving Independence, and they're headed to Santa Fe from Independence, Missouri. And this is all about the symposium that's coming up in September, celebrating art on the Santa Fe Trail, that will be in Independence, Missouri. So you'll find all the information you need at santafetrail.org. And if you join the Santa Fe Trail Association, you'll get one of these beautiful copies of Wagon Tracks every quarter in your very own mailbox. The landscape, people, and events that make up the rich story of the Santa Fe Trail have inspired artists from the Osage and Kansai people to George Caleb Bingham to Bob Bowes Bell. The trail has inspired music and film, cartographers and photographers, and continues to inspire today. Join the Missouri River Outfitters chapter of the Santa Fe Trail Association for the Symposium Art and the Trail, September 27th through the 30th in Independence, Missouri. Passionate presenters and insightful tour guides will lead you through the always colorful stories of the Santa Fe Trail. Visit santafetrail.org for details, and we'll see you in September. A couple of other things coming up. Oh, the big news. Sod and Stubble. The film, we're going to start filming in late June for Sod and Stubble. Ken Spurgeon wrote the screenplay years ago based on the book by John Ice with additional information from our good friend Von Rothenberger. And guess who is starring in this? I know we got a lot of Longmire fans out there. Bailey Chase. He's going to be John Ice. Isn't that something? And Dodie Brown is going to be Rosie Ice. And we have Nikki Tomlinson, who has family in the area, very accomplished actress. She's part of it. Our old friends Darby Hinton and Mary McDonough, Buck Taylor and Barry Corbin, R.W. Hampton and Wyatt McCrae, two of the most talented and nicest men on the planet. And a lot of our film crew is back together. And let me tell you, the good people in Downs, Kansas, oh my goodness, they are pulling out the stops for this. They are rebuilding the Ice home, or building a replica of it. I guess that's a better way to put it. The Ice home is still standing, but on private property and you know, way beyond repair at this point. So they are building a replica on the farmstead of Don and Linda Miller, and oh man, it's special. And all the volunteer hours people up there putting into it is just something, really something. So back to the Santa Fe Trail, I want to share with you a segment that my good friend Ken Spurgeon put together with the help of some other friends, Fran Levine, Michael Grauer, Jane Humphrey Pierce, put together about art on the Santa Fe Trail, just to give you a little taste of what that will be in Independence this fall. Hope to see you there. And I want to give a shout out too to truckersradiousa.com, who is our media sponsor for the 200th of the Santa Fe Trail. They just could not be lovelier people. The mission, what they do is so important to us too. So I want to give a shout out to them and a thank you for everything they do to help us along. All right, so let's take a look at art and the trail.
Whether you're yearning for wide open spaces, Wild West history, or scenic splendor, Wallace County has what you need. Come walk in the footsteps of historic figures like Comstock and Custer, and experience history at the Fort Wallace Museum, a modern tribute to the most fightin'est fort in the West. Follow one of the two Kansas byways in the county as they wind their way through grasslands once traveled by buffalo hunters and stagecoaches. Visit Wallace County and create your own history.